Observe very carefully, all of you here. So, whenever you will take in our atmosphere, suppose you can take our Pudukkottai, you can go to Chennai, if you will go to some other country, if you will go to Australia, if you will go to our Andhra, if you will go to Delhi, understand? So, everywhere, these air layers are always, they are not constant because they are in Vichra, they are in a gaseous state. What is that? Air is a what? Gaseous state. Understand? So that always the particles are moving very, very randomly. Do you understand, guys? Randomly the particles are moving from one place to another place. So that is why this optical densities is not constant always. That is why so many atmospheric refractions are taking place in our surroundings. That is what we will study under the example of atmospheric refraction. We will discuss that. That is, you should remember. So, the conditions, like for example, you can take the closer to the coastal areas temperature is little bit more because of humidity, more humidity in coastal areas. Is it yes or no, guys? If you go, suppose for example, like Rajasthan, more dry air is present because the atmosphere contains very less moisture. Will you accept it, guys? Respond me. Yes, sir. More moisture present in atmosphere. Summer season, less moisture is present in atmosphere. Like that, the conditions like temperature, pressure, or moisture, or etc., or pollution, or all the conditions at a particular place is not constant. So they will change according to the place to place. Local conditions is always different. So that is why the densities, the optical densities of the atmospheric refraction, understand that, like atmospheric layers, is always not constant everywhere. Do you understand, guys? Respond me. So, at the normal circumstances, if you consider, like general case, upper layers are what? Upper atmosphere is optically rarer or denser? Upper atmosphere is optically rarer or denser? Upper atmosphere is optically rarer medium. Understand? And as well as you come down, it will become optically lower. Is optically denser medium. Do you understand, guys? These are normal conditions. General conditions we will study when you are in upper layer. Understanding? So upper atmosphere is optically rarer medium, and lower atmosphere is optically denser medium. So now, these arrangement of optical densities of air in the atmosphere is not constant according to the conditions like temperature, understand, pressure, moisture, dust particles, pollution, etc. These all the conditions in a particular place, it is not constant at all. So like for example, somewhere the fire accident is happening, or else a forest is burning. You know that before a year, Amazon forest has been caught by the fire. More than thousands of acres of forest has been buried. Have you seen it, guys? Yes or no? By the time the air layers which are closer to the forest is much more optically denser than the air layers which are present above on it. Is it yes or no? Respond me. When we are burning something, then the air layers are which are closer to the fire, they are optically less denser than the above layers of air. So that is why. So at these conditions, these atmospheric optical densities are not constant. They will be depending on the conditions at a particular place. Understand? So now some of the optical phenomena in nature which is occurring due to this atmospheric refraction of light only. That is what we will study. The examples of atmospheric refraction. The first example of atmospheric refraction is the well-known thing to you. If you will observe during the night time into the sky, something will happen. Can you able to say, guys, what is that? Sky. If you look into the sky, is happening something. What is that? During night time. What is that? Twinkling of what?
Stars.
Twinkling of stars. So, shall we discuss now? All of you? Elamati. Oh, it is not audible. Is it audible, Elamati, now? Twinkling of stars. Okay. So now, as we know that First, let us discuss the stars. As we know, star is the one of the known, and the sun is the one of the known stars, which is very close to the earth. That is why we can able to see the sun every day. And during the night time alone, we can see the stars. Understand? But let it be. Stars is also like sun. They are also source of light. Is it yes or no, guys? They are also the source of light. Understand? So means in the sense of what? They will emit their own light. They will emit their what they will do, Ra? They will emit their own light. So that is why we can say the stars are called as what we should call luminous objects. What we should call, guys? Luminous objects. Understand? So now the light coming from the bulb, we can say bulb light. The light coming from the torch light, like that. The light coming from the star, what we can call? What we can call? The light coming from the star, what we should call, guys? Starlight. Tell me, Ra. Nobody is there. The light coming from the star, what we should call? Jeremy?
Starlight.
Starlight. Understand? So now you observe very carefully. Due to this light only, the starlight, because they are luminous objects, means they can emit their own light. Understand? So the stars will start shining in the night sky. You can observe. Because of the starlight, they will start shining during winter. During shining at the night sky. During shining at the night sky. So now you can see here, we observe that the intensity of light which is coming from the star is not at all constant. Sometimes very, very bright, and immediately next moment it will become very, very dim. Do you understand, Ra? So when you observe slowly and constantly on a particular star, understand, you can observe sometimes the light which is coming from the stars is much more brighter. It appears to be very, very bright, and immediately if you keep on focusing again, after certain understanding moments, it will become very, very dim. So the stars go on becoming bright and dim, again and again. So we can say that the stars are actually what is happening. That phenomena is called as twinkling of stars. That is what we should call as twinkling. Understand? Appears to be bright, and again appears to be what? Immediately it appears to be, as well as, tell me, as well as immediately it appears to be what? Appears to be dim. So these phenomena is happening again and again continuously. That is what we should call as, what we should call, guys? Twinkling of stars. Twinkling of stars. It will become bright and dim again and again. That is what we should call as twinkling of stars. But if you observe here, the twinkling, understand, the stars are twinkling at night. Even we have a poetry at lower classes. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Do you remember that? Twinkle, twinkle. Yes or no, guys? When you are in a KG student, they will teach you. So twinkle, twinkle, little stars. So the stars appears to be little, as well as we will study that too. Little, and as well as there appears to be twinkling. Twinkling in the sense of what? Like when you are off on continuously any bulb, it appears to be coming light, going light, coming and going. Is it yes or no, guys? Brightness will come, again darkness will come. Brightness will come, darkness will come. Same thing is happening in the stars. Understand? So sometimes it appears to be very, very brighter, as well as sometimes it appears to be what? Dim. So this phenomena is taking place continuously again and again during a night sky. So that is what we should call as, what we should call, Radina? Is called as, what we should call, guys? Humaira? Twinkling of stars. Understand? So this twinkling of star is due to the what? What is the phenomena? What is the principle behind this, Arvind? Nitana, Karthik? Atmospheric refraction of starlight. All of you should write. The stars go on becoming bright and dim The stars, the stars the stars go on becoming bright and dim, bright and dim, again and again, again and again, is known as, what is it called, Ra? Is known as
Twinkling of stars.
twinkling. Twinkling of stars. So it is happening because of Umrah. Twinkling of a star. Twinkling of a star is due to the what? Atmospheric refraction. Is due to the atmospheric refraction of whose light? Whose light?
Stars light.
Stars light. Do you understand, guys? So now, as you know, stars are present inside the atmosphere or out of the atmosphere. Anybody? Inside the atmosphere or out of the atmosphere? Dina, Elamati, Humaira, Janani?
Outside the atmosphere, sir.
Inside the atmosphere or outside the atmosphere? Speak and respond, please.
Outside, sir. Outside.
So as we know, this is the Earth. This is the Earth. Now, stars are present till certain distance. We have an atmosphere. What is this called as? Atmosphere. Understand, guys?
Yes, sir.
Atmosphere. So now, stars are present somewhere very far. So let me imagine this is the star. So now, observe very carefully. Stars are present very, very far from us. Now, as we know, here, when the light coming from a star enters the Earth atmosphere, where it is entering, Ra? Enters. Understand? Enters whom? Enters Earth's atmosphere. Now, till here it is traveling in vacuum. So that vacuum it is having more speed, optically rarer medium. Now, once it will entering into the Earth atmosphere, what will happen, guys? Can you able to say? It is entering into which medium? Denser to rarer or rarer to denser? Anybody? Yes or no? Please tell me. What will happen? It is entering, the starlight is entering into the atmosphere. It is entering into the what medium? Denser to rarer or rarer to denser? From the vacuum. Vacuum or air? Who is having more denser? Vacuum, nothing is there. It is zero. So this is air. So that it is having some density. So that some bending of light will take place. Is it yes or no, guys?
Yes, sir. Rarer to denser.
Like that, if you keep on coming down, then the densities keep on increasing. So that refraction is keep on taking place. Is it yes or no? And that too, air is not at constant place. Always, because based upon the local conditions, the fluctuations in the air will take place. Means always the air will start moving or flowing one place to another place. That is what we can say. Air is always moving very faster from one place to another place. That movement of air is only called as turbulent flow. What we should call, guys?
Turbulent flow.
Like that. When you lift the gates of a reservoir, how fast the water will flow. That like that, the fluid is moving. That flow, that movement is only called as turbulent flow. So when the light is entering from, understanding, Ra? When the light is entering from the star, the light is coming from the star, once it will enters to the Earth atmosphere, once it enters to the Earth atmosphere, understand, guys? Earth atmosphere, it will undergo refraction. Continuously the refraction will take place. Is it yes or no? Yes or no, guys? Undergoes
Yes,
refraction due to the what? Different, due to the varying optical densities of air at various altitudes. Upper layers one density, lower layers one densities, middle one density, like that. Different layers of altitudes, different densities of air is there. So that undergoes continuous refraction. Understand, Rob? So the atmosphere is continuously changing. continuously changing, and due to which the optical densities of air at different levels also keep on changing, because cold air will go down, hot air will come up, understand, like that continuously exchanging will take place. Is it yes or no, guys? So that we cannot say, understanding, we cannot say where the density is, understanding, the optically rarer or optically denser. Continuously it is changing. Continuously it is changing. Hot air will go up, cold air will come down. Again, it is like that fluctuations. Always the movement of air will be there. So that the denser, optically denser or optically rarer also, it is not constant. Continuously it is changing. What is happening, Ra? The densities of air at different levels in the atmosphere keep on changing. So if the density is changing, then what will happen? Optical densities, understanding, optical densities also keep on changes. Is it yes or no, guys? Yes or no? So the continuous changing atmosphere refracts the light from the stars by different amounts from one moment to the next moment. So when I'm standing on the earth and when I'm seeing from here, so one time the atmosphere will scatters more light, more starlight, one time very less light, based upon the optical densities. One time more light, one time less light, one time more light, one time less light. So whenever the atmosphere is refracting more amount of light, then the stars appears to be how, Arvind? Appears to be brighter or dimmer, dark? They appears to be dull or bright? They appears to be bright. Understand?
Bright.
The continuously changing atmosphere refracts the light from the stars by different amounts from one moment to the another moment. Suppose now it is refracting less amount, so it is not constant. Immediately next moment it may be refract more amount. Next moment again less amount. Next time more amount. Like that, continuously from one moment to the another moment, it is changing. Understand? So when the atmosphere refracts more starlight to us, more starlight towards to us, so that it is appears to be brighter or dim. Anybody? Brighter or dim? Understand? If the star, if more starlight refracts, then it appears to be what? Appears to be Haura. Kevin? Appears to be bright. Understand? The same way, when the atmosphere refracts less starlight, then what will happen? It appears to be dim. Understand, guys? Appears to be dim. Now, here one reason assessment question will rises. So, why the starlight appears to be bright or appears to be dim? What is the phenomena behind? Because of the continuous changing of, optical densities of air at different levels in the atmosphere. Is it yes or no, guys? Yes or no? So the optical densities of air is continuously changing from one layer to another layer. Because of this continuous changing only, sometimes they will refract more light, sometimes atmosphere refract less light. That is what we should call as twinkling of stars. When it is scattering more light, it refracts, appears to be bright, less starlight appears to be dim. Understand? So the starlight reaching our eyes continuously. In this case, what is happening? Increases or decreases? In this case, it is increasing. Understand? So the light which is reaching to our eyes, in this case it is increases, and in this case it is decreases. So this increases and decreases continuously due to the whom? Due to the whom? Atmospheric refraction. What is that? Atmospheric refraction. And that is the reason, this is what we should call as twinkling of stars during night time, or else we can say twinkle at night. Stars will twinkle at night. Please, all of you write. The starlight, are you understand? Respond me, please. Any doubt, anybody, you can ask.
Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
Reaching the starlight, reaching our eyes, increases and decreases continuously due to atmospheric refraction. More MCQ question are from this chapter. No MCQ will come. All assertion and reason only will come. You challenge. Even board exam also I will challenge. Definitely assertion and reason question only will come from this, because here more sentences they can ask by changing the one word like not. Is it yes or no? Cannot, not, like that words they can include, and they can change the meaning of the sentence easily. Is it yes or no, guys? That is what. So due to atmospheric refraction, and the star appears to twinkle at night. Understand, Ra? And the star appears to twinkle at night. So now, why it is sometimes more brighter, sometimes less brighter? What is the reason behind? Anybody? Let me see. Who will say? What is the reason behind? Because what is the reason behind? Why it is sometimes more brighter, sometimes less brighter? Reason.
The optical density.
Because the continuously changing atmosphere. That is. So, optical densities of air at different levels in the atmosphere is also not constant. They keep on changing. What is that? Keep on changing. Understand, Ra? But normal conditions, where is optically denser, where is optically rarer atmosphere? Anybody? Where is optically denser and where is optically rarer? Normal conditions. Upper layers optically rarer, and lower levels optically denser. But this is also not constant. Continuously, because of the turbulent flow of air, continuously the fluctuations will take place. So that is why sometimes they will scatter more light towards to us, sometimes less light will refract towards to us. So that is what we can say. Sometimes light is increases, amount of light reaching to our eyes is increases, sometimes it is decreases. So this increasing time more appears to be brighter, decreasing time it appears to be dim. So this is phenomenon is only called as twinkling of stars. What we should call, guys? Twinkling of stars. So with this I will stop the today's class. I hope you all understand very well. So from here we'll continue in the next class. Thank you so much, all of you. Bye, everybody.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Thank you, sir.
Any doubt, anybody? Are you understand? Yes or no?